of the stream. I hope that you're not joining us in hopes of a happy ending. For our heroes tonight fight for not only their lives, but the lives of all of the citizens of Waterdeep.
I'm out.
So,
That's been fun, guys. See you later.
so welcome. Another Thursday, another session. Hopefully, everybody's had a good week and we're ready to settle down for some good D&D action. Nothing ominous. It should be a chill game. So yes, absolutely keen to get into it. Jeremy, you got a few things to say?
Yeah. Thanks, Robin. Firstly, I want to throw a bit of a shout out to our Beyond Blue, a mental health charity that we support here from the Raging Rolls. It's no surprise that in the times that we are in at the moment around the world, that has people experiencing things they may have not experienced before, or maybe just in a more magnified way. Beyond Blue are there to help people, anyone who's suffering from things like anxiety, depression, or such things as that. So yeah, if you need help, recommend checking them out at beyondblue.org.au, or if you can help, hit up that same address, or we have ways to do it right here. Why don't you tell us about that, Rod?
Yeah, so as you guys probably have seen the last couple of weeks, we're doing the Nat 20 Nat 1 challenge. So every time we roll a Nat 20, the awesome people at Unseen Servant, the 3D miniature company, will donate $20 to our wonderful cause. If we roll a 1, unfortunately the player has to pony up. So some of us, myself included, are well ahead of the others on a pretty terrible strike rate of Nat 1s, but that's fine. It's all for a good cause. Another thing we're also running tonight is if anyone in the Twitch channel wants to donate more than $20, it gives you the right to tell a player what to do. So last week we had one of our donations and we forced the DM of Doom to sing opera for us, which was pretty fantastic. If you want to hear more opera, please feel free to donate $20. If you want one of the characters like Zim to speak in a really terrible Scottish accent, then $20 would go a really long way to making that happen. So chuck your money in. Oh, hello, Emily. Great. Look at
Thank
her
you, Emily.
gifting subs.
Thanks
Awesome.
for subs.
So huge step. And there's also a silent auction. So as I said, we are well over $100 for the silent auction. And as you probably heard me say, this is the best way to play D&D tax-free. This is a tax write-off for your D&D. Any donation over $2 is tax deductible. So basically, you are buying D&D gear. It becomes a tax deduction. So this is a D&D tax deductible amount of money. It couldn't get any better than that.
Now, on that beautiful financially incentivized approach, I will just point out that I will also take money not to sing. So whichever side of the fence that you fall on, I'd be happy to oblige.
Hey, Robin, do you
yes.
take money to clean the pool?
I might need Beyond Blue services after I've had to go through that ordeal. At any rate, it's been really good to be back and looking forward to a good session. Before we jump into it, let's just have a bit of a recap from the players. And I want to pick on you, Jeremy.
Oh, shit.
Do you mind giving us a little taste of what happened last session?
Oh my god, it was a massive session that developed Ren's backstory right out. We had a situation where Zurgulg, the nemesis of Ren's backstory, managed to capture her soul into what I think was the shield of this guy, which was up till then impenetrable. He was nothing could get past it, no matter what we threw at him. But yeah, being taken into the shield and meeting her father figure, Grimmer, was able to summon all the different souls also trapped in that shield into the head of her arrow, to then break free of that prison, freeing the souls and completely destroying Zurgulg's defenses. While at the same time, there is a massive battle happening over the city of Waterdeep with absolutely insanely huge megazords, for lack of a better term. Which seem...
Super Ultra Dragon Mech Sword.
Thanks
Yeah.
for that, Dan.
Yeah.
Which are now what's the word I'm looking for? Intrinsically linked to Zurgulg. So we're just unpicking that now and digging into what happens next with Zurgulg's defenses down.
Indeed. And
Time to hit something.
it'll be finally time for some of you to hit something. Absolutely. So yes, we found this powerful sorcerer who seemed to have been part of what was happening in the rest of the city, and summoning some of their necromantic arts. You were faced with these initially one skeleton who's slowly grown and split into two others as you began to beat on him. So to set the scene, tonight we have in the middle of a forest, a clearing filled with smoke, filled with the sound of bones clattering, as in front of you stands a figure, shield dissipated, as he looks upon you all, a grim smile upon his face. And the rest of you stand in amongst the trees, out the open, surrounded by skeletons, as the fight for your life continue. And we start off at the top of our order tonight with body.
I think you're having some issues with DM's audio.
I'm pretty much showing what the Twitch has told us. He said is that we leveled up in that last little
Oh,
monologue.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, according
Double
to this guy called Super Dan on Twitch, apparently we leveled up.
He paid $20 to tell the DM what to do, which was level us up.
Oh, please, someone do that.
And give us all our spell slots back.
I know, right?
Wait, are we good now?
That sounds amazing.
Be good now. Beautiful. So yes, amongst you is a beautiful clearing. You've got the skeletons clicking and clacking as they try to destroy you, and we've got Zurgulg at the front, who is standing with a grim smile. As Ren, you see him look towards you, and it is now your turn.
Shit, so Ren, having just parted ways from Grimoire, death stares the hell out of Zurgulg. But now we'll once again try Hunter's Mark on him and try and lock in what the shit is going on and take this guy out. Oh, that's not going to work just yet. I'll hold that one for after. Does Hunter's Mark land on him this time?
As you channel the mark that has allowed you to strike enemy after enemy in the past, you feel that focus of your Hunter's Mark come into existence, as this time the mark applies.
Awesome.
Yes.
With Hunter's Mark on, she's going to unleash 2 arrows. Yep. Just need to remind myself how Hunter's Mark works.
always a good thing.
With 14 to hit.
Hits.
Oh, you beauty.
Nice.
Plus the 1d6.
Go ahead and roll for
Nice
some
one,
of that
Ren.
damage.
Plus 1d6 Hunter's Mark. That's a whopping 10 points of damage. Unleash a second arrow. $20 to hit.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Ren crushing it.
Plus another 12 points of damage.
Nice.
Love it.
Have no idea this.
And Ren is furious. She's just fuming from all sides and just slowly starts to walk towards him, and just takes a little bit of cover underneath the nearest tree, but still approaching slowly.
Beautiful. your doggo now.
Mist will sense that my demeanor has changed, turns, growls at Zurgulg, and just charges to bite.
Nice.
With a 18 to hit
It hits.
and dealing 10 piercing damage.
Beautiful.
Ripping.
The thing that's disconcerting about all of this is, although now your attacks are going through, Zurgulg has not lost the smile that creeps onto his lips. Yeah, let's see if you can wipe it off.
Alright. So these two, I'm surrounded by these two skeleton warriors on either side of me. One front, one back. So I'm going to go already raging, but I'm going to go full reckless and just show who's boss. So I'm going to rip, standing there, seeing the fire behind me. I've just seen Ren in the bushes, like snapping it off. I'm just going to
16 to hit. That's going to do it.
Cool. So that'll be on the first one on the south side here of the map. The one down the bottom, so I'll land the first one in. So that is 10 points, 8 points slashing, 2 points of rage.
Beautiful.
Smash it in, and then I'm just going to pivot on my heels and do the same thing to the bloke on the north side of me, just like a 1-for-1, bang, bang.
Oh,
Oh, thank God for
No.
advantage.
Lucky advantage rolls.
So
You crunch your weapon into the dude at the south of you as you smash him with the rage coming off of you. Attempting to do the same on the other side, one of the bony arms comes up and your axe just grinds across the bone, shaving off some fine calcium, but it does not crack the bones. Anything else on your turn?
Yeah, Bear still has one attack. He's got haste from our previous
Got
session.
That slap on the booty.
That's
Yeah.
a long distance
So I'm
booty slap.
because I've been given the haste, the left butt cheek is just starting to tingle again. As I remember, I've missed shake his arm. I'm just going to wind up and go for it again. Same bloke.
Nice. Oh.
And again
And,
with an 11 at best.
You suddenly come to the realization that, you know, these guys might be undead, but that does not mean that they've lost all their skills in the years that surpass, as their arm comes up again and at a perfect angle deflects your axe blow from attacking them.
And that is me done. Hashtag waste the haste.
Seeing your booty pat go to so much success, Zim, what are you going to do?
Well, Zim is just seeing some attacks land on the bad. So he's just going to wind up. He's well south, and he's just going to wind up and throw some chromatic orbs up there. Just wants to see if it's going to land. So, will a 21 hit?
It will.
Hey, I don't get any advantage from your Hunter's Mark, do I?
No.
Jess? All right, well, I'm going to go my 21 to hit. Just thought I'd check.
Would be nice, yeah.
Would have been lovely. So casting this as a level 2 spell for a tidy.
Ooh.
No, don't. No. That's some of that is because of the auto roll. So it's just the left-hand side. So it's 7 plus 16, which is 23 points of damage.
Dude, that's still 23 points of damage. That's
I'm
not like...
pretty happy with that. Not gonna lie.
You
You say you have a couple?
as your chromatic orb strikes it, you see the creature take that damage, but not even turning to look at you, their eyes remain focused on Ren. Anything else on your turn?
I'm well south. I'm actually just going to distance myself a little bit and go a little bit west here.
Cool.
All good.
As you run towards the tree line, Claymore, you now have your opportunity to do some damage.
Well, I'm all out of all my creative shit. So I might.
Disengage and run away.
Yeah, it's tempting. As tempting as it is.
Don't you have a giant hammer in your hands right now?
Yeah.
I do.
You're whacking with the blunt end, right?
Yeah, but then opportunity attacks. I might just throw a couple of javelins first. Start with that.
I've got a giant hammer, but I'm going to throw javelin.
17 to hit,
Hits.
or a 8. And those rolls still aren't coming through the chart. Okay. And, alright, we'll go again.
Big hits.
For
Big hits.
a dirty 20.
Hits.
For a 10. For 2 javelins.
I just imagine you whipping out 2 javelins, double fisting them, and just like as you smash them. Beautifully done. You do see the blood continuing to pour out of his side, the wounds of your weapons, leaving him quite damaged, but yet his smile widens as his eyes continue to look over to Red.
I yell, leave the skeletons alone, they're going to keep dividing.
I think that word's too big for bear.
As you yell that, the skeletons are like, I'm gonna just do my business here, I guess.
Yeah.
So, we've got a 17 to hit bear.
Does not hit.
Awesome, and the 15, I'm assuming, doesn't as well.
Correct.
Very nice.
That little pat on the bottom. Just
Oh yeah.
Little pat on the
So,
bottom.
Oh yeah, you
So,
got a
yeah.
plus too, right?
After your strikes and the deflection from the skeletons, you return to do the same to them. As they bring down their weapons towards you, you beautifully dance around their strikes as it even comes from both sides. It is no match for your raged expertise. Next up, we have Red Helm.
Okay, how close is he to me?
I feel like I'm at a rave right now. Like I'm just
I
like
know.
dancing.
I'm going to take a step forward to stand behind Ren, and then I'm going to Sacred Flame dickhole over there.
Yep, the Sacred Flame dickhole.
Sacred Flame that dickhole.
They will be attempting to make a save. They do not make it.
Okay, so we take 10 points of radiant damage.
Ooh.
And then, like last stream, I am going to charge a guiding bolt ready to go for when to like go in unison with Ren's arrow, like kind of conjoin it to hit the thing when Ren attacks.
Nice. Love it. Next up, we have Zurgulg himself. As you hear that ominous voice again come over your mind. At this time, only Ren hears this.
I thought you would be a challenge, Ren.
This is just the beginning, and this is the end for you at the same time, Zurgulg.
It is only the end if I die here, mortal.
Expect that to happen.
As the voice continues to come over your mind, is this you hiding over here to the side?
That's me.
Beautiful. Zurgulg's gonna walk past your doggy, so feel free to make an attack opportunity.
Oh, I will.
Oh yeah. Oh god dang it. Come on, dog.
That's a natural
that
one.
Oh.
Hey, you're the dog's owner. Welcome to
That's
having
mine.
pets. Sometimes you got to pick up some things You don't necessarily want to.
Pick up the dog's shit along the way. Yep.
Zurgulg walks over, adeptly dodging out of the way of the dog's bite, as step by step they approach you, and before you know it, a mist of darkness begins to waft over you. Make a wisdom saving throw.
That's a 17.
As you're busy focusing on this creature and whatever it's trying to do to you, suddenly you see Zurgulg fall to the ground.
Ooh.
A pool of blood surrounding him, and his limp corpse laying at your feet.
I run over and just jam my short sword into him.
You continue to stab, and while you're stabbing, you just hear the sound of bones falling to the ground as the skeletons behind you fall apart.
Yeah, that's right, boys. Yeah.
I look around and say, "This is not the end. This is not right."
I have a bad.
What do you mean?
Yes.
What do you mean, Crown Prince, babe? You've done this. This is all good, eh? This
Can I
is
have a
all
look around, please, Mr. DM?
Absolutely. You
I have
guys are out of combat order as of now. I'll give you advantage on that roll.
That's right, even with the 9.
Awesome.
Sorry, guys, the sun was in my eye. Ow.
Awesome.
I would
So
like to-
you look around the glade, and a fire still rages to the north from the fireball that Zim had thrown towards them. No, that wasn't. Sorry, apologies. That was the arrow, wasn't it?
That was the
That was the arrow.
That was the sexy fireball ball arrow. As the arrow left in the forest, as suddenly a quiet falls upon the glade. You, with your perception, notice that even the sound from the city itself seems to have quieted now, as you begin to listen after the thrill of the combat begins to tamper down.
Can Ren
I'd like to use divine sense.
Throw that on me again. Throw that up. I just need some details there.
I can detect good and evil. I can sense anything that is celestial, fiend, or undead within 60 feet.
I guess from that perspective, you sense that Ren is giving off some real evil vibes right now.
Oh, shit.
Oh no.
This sounds fantastic.
I prod one of the skeletons with my foot.
The bones
on,
just flop
on the
around.
ground,
They just flop around. They're bones.
and just ever so subtly sort of shifting the grip on the warhammer. I go, Ren, you good?
What? This is something feels weird.
You don't feel anything different.
I mean, everything's fine. Yeah, what's the problem? Yeah, why? Why do you ask? Let's just kill this thing. Why didn't kill it?
Got a bit misty there for a sec. I lost sight of him.
Mist is the dog's name.
Yeah, mate, she's all good, eh? Just calm down, bro. She's killed him. It's all good. It's
Is it-
all good.
Is that black mist still around, or is that just gone somewhere?
It's gone. There's no sign of the magic that was left by Zurgulg. It just seems like he died in front of you.
What makes you think that something's wrong with Ren, Claymore?
Ren, can you trust me on this?
It depends what you're going to say and what it is.
Well, it's more what I'm going to do.
What are you going to do? If you know where this Zurgulg is, let's find him and take him down. Shouldn't that be the task at hand right now?
Claymore, I've done this shit before, don't work, it'll put you in jail. Just, you need consent. Come on, mate.
That's why I'm asking. And I pull some rope out of my satchel. And I go, Ren, I'm going to need to put this on you, and then we're going to have a chat.
What the fuck? No! What the hell, man? I'm not the enemy.
What's going
Claymore,
on?
what's going on, man? What's with all the rope and the fetish and the what's?
This is not cool.
This is not the time for this.
It's
Seriously.
not cool, but I don't think we're done here.
No
What do
shit.
you
The
mean?
guy
The
just disappeared.
pilot-
We didn't kill him. Why am I
Did the
the
doggo
enemy?
bite him?
Is what, sorry, Dave?
I said, didn't doggo bite him? Isn't he dead? What do you mean he's not dead?
It doesn't feel like this is the end.
Yeah. Now, so Ren, do you mind just sort of sitting down for a bit? And we'll do this the really easy way, and then we can talk about it.
What do you think's going on?
You in a minute, Ren. Just
You need to tell me what's going on, because I'm not comfortable with where you're going with this.
So I get the sense. I usually get some vibes from things around me, and the skeletons were giving off some vibes, and Bad Dude was giving off some vibes. And right now, Ren, you're lit up like a Christmas tree.
Oh,
And I don't know why.
hang on. I may
Christmas. This is awesome.
I might have something.
So
I
wait a
might have
second.
something.
Clay, you want to tie me up based on a hunch?
It's not a hunch, bud. Babe.
Babe?
I reach.
Yes.
It's finally happening!
Yeah.
I feel like Ren wants to knock an arrow.
Hey, if Ren wants to knock an arrow, knock an arrow.
Just
I'm
get
gonna
ready.
we're gonna do
reach
this
out and touch
real-
Ren, and I'm gonna
Oh,
cast
my
protection from evil and good on her.
What have you done?
Alright, give me that stat. Let me have a little
Did it
read.
go on the thing?
If the target's already frightened or possessed, target has advantage on any new saving throw.
Yeah, cool. So you cast, and you feel the feel your spell activate, and at that point nothing changes.
Okay. Well, I'm still gonna keep it up, and I'm gonna grant you protection from undead, because I believe that thing was undead.
That was certainly pinging the undead vibes. Yes. It's the first thing we noticed when he showed up.
So all I'm seeing right now is Ren. You've got arrow knocked, looking over at Clay with a red helm with a hand on your shoulder.
Yeah, this is
Ren,
Ren feels
you-
pretty
you
weirded out
gotta
right
trust-
now.
yeah, you gotta trust us. As you said, I don't think we're done.
I hardly feel that having me in ropes is going to be helpful when Zurgulg turns up again.
I don't think he left.
Well, I don't see him anywhere. Let's just go.
All
Let's
right.
go find him. Like, come on, where are those skeleton things? Are they still around?
Yeah, they're just over there in the files.
So I've been sort of walking slowly towards and get a pound and grapple.
All right.
Oh.
Interesting move. Ren, you are a ranger with very good perception and a lifetime of trained instincts. So, what do you do as you realize that Clay is sort of about to make a leap for you, like a panther ready to strike?
With still arrowing and like not ready to go, Ren just steps to the left out the way.
All right. Well, I'm gonna get you to then make a dex save to see if you manage to avoid The grapple.
23.
I feel like this is classic Mark, right? There's a drama. Better grapple
Propel
or
duel.
That's it.
Yeah.
There's only two options.
As you attempt to capture a wren
Yeah, I'm
in
not
your
gonna beat
grasp, Wren deftly dodges out of the way with nimbleness that only she has so far showcased.
Clay,
Ran.
no one else seems
Chill.
concerned by this besides you.
No one else sees what I see. Feels
Tell
what
us
I
what you
feel.
see. What do you feel? Explain it more clearly for us.
In great detail. Very
It's
slowly.
more of vibe, right?
It's Marbo, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's Marbo. It's the whole
Jesus,
feel
you
of
blokes think I'm the freaking idiot in the group.
Oh god.
I don't think you're fully in control, Ren.
Ren,
I don't think we won them.
you feel completely in control. You feel no difference except a slight bit of disappointment that wasn't enough of a sort of satisfying closure and a satisfying kill.
I feel the same as I did 2 minutes ago, Clay. All I want right now is to find the rest of this Zurgulg idiot and finish him. Why are you making that difficult? Why are you trying to stop me? Why? Red, Zim,
Because right
Bear,
now
get on my
you're
side.
giving
Back
off
me the hell up.
Don't do that, buddy.
undead vibes, Ren. That's what you're doing. You're giving off undead
No.
vibes.
Let's hold up for a sec here, Claymore.
And
The
we'll-
problem is not the vibes. The problem is you want to put him in some sort of rope for something. Why don't you tell him what you're going to do to him when you put him in the rope? At least then he'll be able to make a choice. At the moment, it just looks like you're going to tie him up and hit him over the head with your blunt.
Ren is a girl, Zim.
Look, Ren's like a brother to me.
And to clarify, you only sense evil. You do not sense any undead energy.
Right. I mean, let's be clear, Claymore. Just what do you intend to do when you say have a chat with him once she's tied up?
Let's have a chat right now.
I haven't thought that far ahead.
Well, I mean, you can have a chat now because, I mean, let's be honest. I'm not going to carry her anywhere if you want to carry her somewhere tied up.
Damn straight you're not, Zim.
That's what I got Mage Hand for.
Can we see is the big giant mech suit and the big shadow thing still fighting in the city?
You have heard the sound subside since Zurgulg has died.
Okay. Should we maybe table this for a little bit and just keep an eye on Ren and try and head back to the city?
I feel like we may not be done here, but I don't know where the next action takes us. Something.
Well, let's head back to the city then.
We were down at the docks before everything,
We got here on a
freaking shit
magical
tornado
beanstalk.
happens.
Let's not forget that we're here because of you, Red.
No, we're here because of Zim. But anyway,
I didn't do anything.
All right. Let's just. Can I just walk over to is there like any remains of Zurgulg on the floor right now?
There's a body.
Alright.
It looks quite decrepit, with a dark cloak, but there is a body. Yes.
Okay. Can I inspect it for anything visual, anything that's any objects, items, anything like that could be used for channeling
Sure.
something?
Absolutely. Inside of his cloak, as you unfurl his body and his sort of hand breaks apart into dust, you find underneath it all a sort of a staff or a little wand that sits about 1.5 feet in length. It's made of a blackened wood. At its peak sits a green crystal that has seemingly been attached to the top of it.
I come out and show everyone and say, anyone know what the hell this thing is? Is this what this Zurgulg has been using to do this damage to us? Or is it just a stick and a rock?
Could be just a stick in a rock. That's what it looks like. I mean, Zim.
That looks like the sort of stick in a rock I'd like to hold on to for the moment.
Take it. Toss it to Zim.
So please, while you're looking through, can you just make a...
Your audio.
Yeah, can you say that again? You said make an investigation save.
no, not save.
A check.
No, lost you. What am I saying? What am I doing?
We've lost the DM.
DM of silence.
Upon
Anyway, we find the dragons.
We're free.
4 million of them. Excited for the homebrew session.
Ren's totally fine. Claymore's looking at Ren and being like, actually, nah, all good.
Oh,
how we going, DM?
Hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah.
It changed nothing.
Well, you're back a little bit. That's enough. What am I saving for here?
Not saving anything. I need Red to make an investigation
There
check.
we go. There it is.
I'll do the investigation check. It's in my hands now, right?
Well, I'm still investigating the body.
That you're investigating the body.
Okay.
Beautiful.
16.
As you continue to investigate, now that you've sort of handed the wand over to Zim, you find a matching green crystal embedded in the chest of this body that is lying on the ground.
I look at him, sort of point over to look at Zim and say, Zim, do you think this could be useful? And I kind of reach down and wrench it out of his chest.
Yeah, there's definitely something I need to investigate here.
I want to just
You
like
don't just-
pull it out while stepping on the guy's chest and just.
Yeah, his chest just crunches as if it was made of like dry, brittle kindling. It just cracks just so easily.
And then blow it and toss it over to Zim.
Beautiful. Zim, make a dex save as you try and catch the thing.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
You were able to just catch it. You know, your short legs make these things hard, but luckily you were able to get some of that in there.
Yeah, the good thing about being short is gravity brings everything down to you, so, just smash that bad boy up. Ren, just quickly, as I'm looking at these two things, Ren, it's come to my mind that I have a small trinket here. Do you trust me to cast a restoration charm on you?
On me?
Claymore seems so worried about you. At least I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. I'm not going to beat you over the stick with a blunt axe.
Zim,
As you are holding both of these objects, can you please make a wisdom save for me?
Ooh.
Oh, fuck.
Super wise, baby.
Beautiful.
That's a 21 for those on the line.
As you are holding the object, you feel that it needs to be held. And as you begin to hold it, you see that your skin seems to be reacting with the gem. As it begins to it looks like you've dropped something solid into like a bowl of dough, or like a crepe mix. It like slowly begins to sink in. It's like, but you have a chance to yank it out if you want to, because you were able to resist the pull.
Ooh. Ooh. Let me roll something quickly to myself.
Oh, God.
Let me roll something quickly to myself.
Seems a real big bad.
That'd be glorious.
Oh.
you're gonna hold on to it, aren't you? Okay.
I just watch it, very intrigued by what's happening. Very
Beautiful.
intrigued by it.
So as you do, your hand slowly envelops around it, as a sort of panel around your hand sucks it in, and you now have a green gem that is facing your open palm.
That's exactly where I thought I'd be.
Is that supposed to happen, Zim?
That was disgusting.
There are many things in the arcane world that are not meant for mere mortals, Red. Many things. We do not balk at them, we roll with them.
Ugh.
Control yourself. Control yourself. Ren,
Here he
Ren,
goes.
as I was saying.
Mask. He's gonna chuck into his mask. Oh, good on you, bro.
Ren, will you let me ease Claymore's worries and cast a greater restoration on you?
If that's going to make me feel a bit better than I do right now, then
Yeah, I
I'm
mean,
all for being
it might.
restored.
It might. Bear with me. I'm gonna just paste this in. Casting greater restoration on you using my charm of greater restoration. So, the thing that I'm looking for here is either charmed or petrified, or if you've got a curse on you, or any of those things would be reduced or removed from you. So this is kind of up to the GM to have a quick read. And
Ren, you feel fantastic. You've just gone through a massive battle, and yet the exhaustion just falls off of you. You feel as if you haven't just tried to escape a city for your life and fought the demon of your past. It's flexing your muscles. It's amazing to think that magic can make you feel like you've almost had a whole night's rest just sort of one cast.
I feel like I've had a whole night's rest in one tap. And in Barocca, does that make you feel better now, Clay? Am I back to normal for you as well?
Divine sense.
It's still fucking there.
Danger sense.
Well, I'm just saying, as I said a moment ago, there are many things that happen in the Arcane, and we roll with them. I'm glad you're feeling better.
Thanks, Sim. I feel like I've had a Barocca.
I pat Ren on the back.
What's a
I
Barocca?
go, much better. Meanwhile, I'm eyeing off the rest of the group, being like,
Okay, so it looks like we've cleaned out whatever's this creature that was Zurgulg for now, but he's not finished with. There is more to this mystery, I think. More to this. The end is not here. And
I'm standing behind Ren, being like,
This right here.
Head back to Waterdeep, help where we can, and make our way through to the docks.
So yeah, if you guys begin your journey back, it is a few hours that you are traveling through the forest. As you begin to try and make it back to the place that you were before, the Great Vine came and helped you out.
You sure your god Zim can't just do what you did before and poop us back into the city?
Yeah, not my god. Not my god. Aren't you the religious one, cleric?
Oh yes, no. My god doesn't do the whole teleporting thing. In fact, he doesn't seem to. Well,
Do
he
much
gives
of
me
anything,
cool things.
really. Couldn't even save those people in the
see
house.
the beams that I
Wow.
shoot out of my hand and bring people back to life. That comes from him.
Some people back to life. Pick and choose, your god does. Pick and choose.
Yes, whereas the one that you supposedly serve just decided to take
I serve no god. I serve no god.
this Emerald Enclave people.
Yeah, they're good people. They do good things. They got us here so we could kill that pile of bones on the ground.
Yes, the bones are
You
dead.
two done having a pissing match.
My god's better than yours.
Yeah, but none of the king of Waterdeep, so that's all good. We've got to wind up and get back to the tavern.
Build
We go into
just
the tavern or we go into the docks?
I think that given how much energy we've all just used over the last little while, we need to regroup and figure out what the next move is.
Yeah,
let's
I think.
let's go and see if the
solely
tavern
your-
exists.
Oh shit!
That is a good question.
Oh shit!
We should find a.
Penny just dropped it all of us.
Yeah,
Why? What happened in the city?
there was a
Well, there was
big ass
something going on, like the
fight
orchard.
going on. Yeah. We should find a temple of some sort, and I need to get somebody at a temple to look at this wand, and we need to check out your soul's okay after leaving your body there for a while, Ren and Claymore. And I just sort of look at Claymore. We can check if everyone's okay, Claymore.
Yeah.
Why don't we head back to the closest temple we can find when we get back in the city?
Jesus,
So, yeah,
these
I,
spellcasters are weird as fuck. I'll tell you that.
As you guys continue your walk, it does begin to wade into the evening, as you do see the walls and the city of Waterdeep. And the first thing that you notice is there does still seem to be people rushing around trying to put out fires, people huddled together outside of ruined buildings. As you begin to understand that the worst thing that happened here was that many people lost their homes and thousands of people were killed in the war. But the one point that does stand in your favor is that as many bodies of every other member of Waterdeep there are more orcs that also have fallen.
Where is Super Mega Zord thing still towering above the city?
You see a giant statue that you recognize is made up of the parts of the city that used to be basically decoration. You notice that one of those used to be the foundation of a pub that you've gone past multiple times, and you sort of look at it.
Competition got ruined.
But it seems to be unmoving. It just stands as a towering statue now in the center of the city.
No, never mind. I thought
You.
We seem to have missed something quite spectacular.
Sounds like we weren't the only ones having an amazing fight.
Yeah, and I don't know if we're going to have much luck at the temple. Looking at the amount of destruction and carnage, they're more than likely going to be a bit
Yeah,
busy.
fair call. Fair call.
As you say that, you do see a group of people trying to pull out corpses from rubble of one of the buildings nearby as the rescue attempt continues.
We should help these people if we can, if people pull up to it.
We'll be here all day if we try and help everyone here. We're not construction, like I get it, but we've got to get on with the mission here. We've got to get back to what we were doing before we got spirited away. We were so close to something that we ended up hundreds of meters, way out of the way.
this is all the doing of Zurgulg. This we need to find this Zurgulg and destroy him.
To the docks, to the tavern.
I'm feeling like, even though I'm feeling $1,000,000, I'm still feeling pretty wrecked.
Should we just go to the docks via the tavern?
Sounds good to me.
We also do have a bit of a time frame, but still don't forget.
Oh, yes, indeed.
Clock is always against us.
Should we just keep... we can't keep trucking. We've got nothing left.
I'm pretty sure most of you have
Some-
0 spells left. So
Some paladins have 0 spells. I got plenty left.
Some of us are tapped.
Let's say we have a quick drink, maybe have a quick nap,
We kind of need to.
and then charge
Sleep it
on to
off.
finish this. Find this dragon cage. Finish that. Find this Zurgulg and exact revenge.
Sounds good to me.
So you're gonna have a little nap.
Head to the tavern, see if it's still standing for one thing.
Beautiful. Go ahead and wander on over. As you guys walk through the city, very much as expected, there is a lot of damage, and you eventually get to the tavern, and besides the hole in the roof that you all put there,
the fixed hole,
the patch-up job, your tavern still, amidst all of this carnage, stays standing.
I run through the front door and just yell like, Dennis!
Just imagining like when the hurricane hit Springfield and the Flanders house was still standing, and they opened the door.
Roll for Simpsons effects then. Go on. Nat 1 to crush the tavern.
Yeah, so as you charge on in, you see just excitedly with like literally 5 bottles in each hand floats over Dennis, and just seems to be like passing out, but not just like bottles of beer or glasses of beer. It's just like bottles of spirits that is just like he just wants everybody to be like, "Yay, we made it!"
Yeah.
You, Dennis.
That's how you get a long rest out of a short rest, right? Drink bottles of
Hell
spirits.
yeah!
So you walk in and say, Dennis, you're looking as good as ever. And grab a bottle and
Yeah,
sit down.
Beautiful Dennis.
he takes one of the bottles with you, and you just see him empty a bottle of scotch into the thin air as it just pours onto the ground.
Oh no! Oh.
Not the fine stuff.
Okay, so
I,
yeah.
Take my helmet off and I start to clean out the inside of it because I've just walked for hours with vomit in my mask.
Yuck. Yeah, so you guys are all unwinding. I imagine you're all taking it easy and winding down before a well-deserved sleep tonight.
One thing I would like to do before I go to sleep for the night is just sitting on my bed and just say out loud, Bahamut, are you there? As I look up.
I climb on the roof and you go, hello?
Fuck you, Dad.
There is no response.
Alright, I go to sleep.
Everybody else following suit? Anybody doing something specific tonight?
I want to go and find out. I want to find somebody or have a quick look nearby if there's any temples that can help me identify this wand that was given to me from the body.
It is the middle of the night after an entire city was attacked, and the healers are the people you try to go and consult. But if you want to,
They'll be awake.
all right, we will get to
All right,
that.
I'll do it in the morning.
Probably the more practical solution.
So
I
I'm
creep
gonna
into Ren's room and I cast Compel Jewels. No, I don't, because I am all cat.
I'm done.
Oh, that's
I'm done.
hilarious.
All
That's
right,
so funny.
I'm gonna pat Mist just before they
Right.
Ren disappears upstairs and attune to him as with Spirit Seeker, just so I can keep an eye on Ren.
Nice move. Beautiful. So you guys all find your way into your beds, and after a long, long day, your beds feel like the best thing ever. Your covers feel cold to the touch. Your pillow has never felt like a cooler pillow, and most of you fall asleep instantly. As you fall asleep, Ren, you drift off into what you can only describe as a fever dream. You see great beings that surround you on all sides, as several of them glow. One of them that you sort of look towards carrying a bow of celestial beauty. But one by one, each of these figures darkened. You see them turn from the glow of holiness into a dark color. They still maintain their power, but the feeling that you get from them now is one of distrust and fear. And slowly but surely, each of them fall. And looking down, you see yourself.
What? Sorry, hang on.
You-
Back up. Everybody froze
Sorry,
for me.
Beer's gone again.
Who's gone? Am I gone?
You're coming back. Last I heard was like they started to fall.
I just literally am monologuing, and half of the stuff doesn't.
I've heard it all so far. You started it now. You're starting to break up.
Yeah, no,
Feel
you're
the timing. Feel the timing.
Ren, you lost the level.
Oh, great.
You leveled down.
Mark, stop talking. Don't get the damn ideas.
How do you punch someone through the internet?
I've got Mish's number.
Oh my god, there's technical issues in my dreams too. Shit.
Yep.
We
Early
can't hear you,
bio.
Evan.
Early break, and we'll get him back in a minute.
Maybe. Yep. Let's do that.
Let's do an early break,
Mid-dream.
and we'll
Yeah,
we'll get him back.
Whew. We'll be back in,
Thanks,
what,
Ken.
about 5 minutes, 5, 10 minutes?
Make it a short one. Make it a short one.
9:30 on the dot.
Sorry for having tea. 9.
Yeah, monologuing that voice. Let's do it.
I just want to finish that scene. Just give me 1 sec.
all right. Let's do it. We can hear you now.
Yes, awesome. So as you all, as these figures fall around you, they all turn this dark color. This ominous feeling comes from them. And looking down at your own hand, you see that it too was glowing white. And the fingertips begin to darken. As you wake up in a start, your nightmare is over. And with that, we'll be back in 10 minutes.
Whew.
Quick
Okay.
question, just because missed the language. Did Ren get a feeling of distrust from the figures, or did Ren feel a feeling of distrust towards them? Which way is
Towards
that?
them. Ren didn't trust them.
Yeah, once I turn
Okay.
black.
Starting off, they were like holy and inspirational, and then slowly each of them became untrustworthy, effectively.
Alright, cool. Back in 10.
Yeah,
See you guys soon.
Yeah.
Bye. In a nice restful sleep, at least most of us. As slowly the night wears on, and it is with great pleasure as the morning rises and most of the fires in the city of Waterdeep have been put out, as everybody starts to prepare for what is the new normal.
Ren's just still kind of feeling a bit like a cold sweat kind of thing, and stumbles down the stairs just quietly and looking a little bit disturbed.
You're alright? You're alright, little miss? You don't look too good.
Something
You got the Rona?
something really strange happened
Sorry, Dan.
through the night.
Almost lost my beer.
My dreams, when like I rarely dream, but this was of just darkness and what felt like death. And that's
I'm gonna reach behind the bar and pull out this carrot thing. You want some of this? It'll make you feel good.
no carrots, man. I'm fine for carrots. Oh, it's alright, I'll shake it off.
Are you sure? Because you know, after your little Claymore was dancing and singing that he's little God-fearing, that you were, you know, gonna kill us all. You ain't looking too good.
I'm sure it's fine. It's just a dream. It's just not what I expected. It doesn't normally happen.
Well, if you want a DM and day drink, I'm right here, mate. Right here.
Thanks, Bear. I'll keep it in mind.
Beautiful. So you all sort of get yourself settled in the morning, a nice breakfast to go along with the rest, and you start to hear the sounds of the city just ramp up as it beckons you to find out if you can figure out a way into the dragon cache.
So, to the docks, is that where we're heading before we got spirited away and certain people decided to attack random orcs in the street? Ren?
Yep, I reckon we go down there, mate, and we, maybe we use this in time on the way to see if help us find the dragon cache, and we need a bit of a distraction.
Hey, Red, did you tried to find something when we were down at the docks? Did that work? Did it do anything?
Yeah, it worked. And then there was orcs, so I kind of got sidetracked. But yeah, it should still work. Once we get down there, I can cast it again.
I think that's a good place to start.
Let's go do it. We just need to hit a temple on the way.
Down.
Yeah, temple would be a good idea. There's a temple of Plinth, I believe, is on the way.
Indeed. Let's plinth it up. So as you guys begin to wander down to the plinth house, you guys see again just a really rough city in a state of complete disrepair. There are places that seem to have had a giant foot go straight through them as houses are just squished and craters formed in the city. As you continue through, you eventually do see Plinth ahead of you, as you see lots of people streaming in and out, and you see that instead of the normal design and the building that you've seen often, it now has been set up to be what looks to be a medical facility.
I'll
Right.
approach. I'll approach anyone who looks like they work there or something.
There's a woman in sort of a white dress that seems to be trying to look after a patient.
I'll walk up and do you need a hand with anything? I can have some healing. I can help a little bit if you need some.
Well, we're not really looking for volunteers. It's pretty much everybody just do their best. I've been trying my best over all night, trying to keep these bunch alive. Find yourself a bed, figure out who looks like they're most close to dying, and start blessing.
If you're able to, I can take over here. If you'd like to just have a quick look at my friends. Something weird happened to them yesterday. I just want to make sure that they're okay. I indicate
My dear, weird things have happened to everybody the last couple of days. It's been quite an ordeal. Go ahead and make a persuasion check to convince her that you're actually worth taking over her position.
Persuasion. +4. Let's see how this goes. 19.
A 19. Well, I could always use a little bit of a break, so yeah, feel free. Make sure that they're in better nick than when I left them. Hey.
Yeah, and I'll immediately start seeing what's been done to this patient that she was working on, and seeing what I can do to help.
All right, which one of the rest of you are looking for some help?
That'd be the hooded one.
The other one.
The little one?
Yeah, don't worry, Rin. She'll fix your cold sweats.
This hardly seems worth their time. But sure.
What seems to be the problem, dear?
I feel like all I've had is a bad dream last night after this.
Did you?
Or a wet dream, we can't be sure, eh?
Did you?
Claymore, why are you so worried?
Nearly got him.
Did you witness anything terrible yesterday, dear?
Yes, we did. We saw not so much what happened in the city here that we could hear it, but it was on the outskirts. We were trying to defend the city from another demon-looking thing, I guess.
Oh well, dear. Did you see it hurt anybody?
Oh yes, it hurt plenty of us right here in front of you. We're okay.
Oh, are you an adventurer?
Well, yes, I am.
Well, that explains it. Have you not heard of the adventurer's curse?
The adventurer's curse? No, I have not. What is that?
Well, simply put, people that seem to put their life on the line and see vile acts on a regular basis, their mind begins to shift, and they get flashes of the trauma and the danger that they've had in the past. That's why it's been nicknamed the adventurer's curse, because most often adventurers come back from a lifetime of adventuring and they can never work in society again because all of these things just keep sort of compounding.
Yeah.
I feel like maybe that could be the case, but I'm not convinced.
Are you
It feels something more
having
acute
cold
than that.
sweats or any sort of violent nightmares?
Yes, both those things.
A typical symptoms of the adventurer's curse.
Okay, so what do we do about the adventurer's curse?
Well, it's not one of those things that's just here's some herbs to drink. You'll need to probably speak to one of our priests when things settle down a little bit, and hopefully they can take you through a few meditation techniques and provide you a space to share. And hopefully you'll be able to
Look, as
articulate
thankful
some
as
of that
we are
advice.
for this, as thankful as we are with this, meditation is not going to help him at the moment. We need to speak to somebody who can help him. Who do you report to? Who's your most senior? We need somebody with some arcane power.
I mean, I'm not really sure. I'm volunteering here. Feel free to look around and see if there's anybody else that looks authoritarian.
Who did you speak to that gave you the authority to work here and be a volunteer?
You guys had to speak to someone?
I'm going to investigate the area.
Go ahead and make either investigation or perception, whichever one you feel like. So with that 9, you look around the room and you see a lot of different beds. You see people of all different stages of life. And you see a few figures that mill about, many in casual clothing. But it is that moment that you notice as one of the men that sleep in the cot next to the woman's cared patient, as they release a call as they die, you notice that your hand lets out a green glow.
Oh, damn.
Shit.
Did anyone else see?
Yeah, who else would any of us have seen this?
Did anyone else see?
Probably not. I'm going to say it's pretty subtle. Like it was just a little glint as that.
I'm just gonna slide that hand back up into my long sleeve again. Yeah, I'm not letting on. I noticed it. I want to find out what this, I want to find out what this thing going on with Jeremy is, and I want to find out what's going on with my wand. I'm looking for somebody who's a little bit higher up.
You're basically there farming at the moment.
You know nothing.
Yeah, so you continue
Mate,
to look
all the
around,
pigeons in this bloody place.
and eventually, another woman walks past and says, "Well, if you guys are just going to stand about, you might as well just get on and help somebody, help carry out some bandages. These guys aren't going to heal themselves."
Can I walk up to the nearest person?
Did I stutter? Get out of the way!
Can I head butter?
Jesus.
How many people are in
It
this?
looks like-
Jewel, if there was ever a time to compel Jewel.
Oh, she scares me.
How many wounded are in this place right now?
I'd say there's probably around 80 people just milling about, many of them wounded. There's only a few beds. I'd say there's enough beds for 40 of them. But many stand there holding, clutching their arms, with the sort of a self-bandage of cloth from a shirt covering their heads as they wait to be assisted.
Can I see any
Can I-
weapons near them?
Most of them carry some form of weapon. It's they've just been invaded, so people are on edge.
Any with arrows? Any with bows and arrows?
Um,
If there are any people with bows and arrows, I want to go to them and just like kill them.
all right. One dude seemed to have an arrow sticking out of his leg. That's sort of the closest you can see to someone with a bow and arrow. Everybody else seems to be sort of close quarter weaponry at the moment.
Me?
It's approximately around his knee area, like, you know, give or take, in the knee, you know.
Yeah, I'm just gonna walk out and go find someone's Zentarum and try and get a bit of info where the hell we gotta go.
Shit,
I'd like
bear's
to
gone.
do an insight check on the nurse or the person that was helping Ren and just work out whether the adventurer's curse is a thing or if it's just, you know, what people make up.
Sure. Go ahead and roll insight.
Like, is it an actual curse? Oh, no. There we go. Insight. Oh, not with that roll. That's a 4.
Yeah, so it's exactly as she says, you know, it's a curse. You know from your time that although the curse is in the name, people still speculate whether it's a curse or whether it's something intrinsically that breaks when you're sort of put under that much stress. And
Can I
that's
take this time to cast Prayer of Healing?
Oh, indeed. Go ahead.
Mr. Bear leaves.
Beautiful. As you cast.
So it's
How do
6
you-
people. So
How do you choose who you heal?
I'll just see who looks the most severe
Cool.
within 30 feet of me.
Triage the shit out of it.
Yeah. So I'll set up, say a prayer to Bahamut. Take that 10 minutes. It's a long ass prayer. You guys probably get a little bit bored by the end, and then I 2d8.
Bring it into crescendo.
Yeah, heal them 2d8 plus my wisdom modifier, which is not on that page. Plus 3, so heal for 14 points.
You look around and all of the townspeople who are looking most severely hurt, you see as you make this prayer, at the end of it, you see a silver light descend from the beds of these people. And you see from gasping for breath, they all sit up. They all look around. They clutch at where they carry.
Get my audio, Robin.
Yeah.
Yeah, vocal cord shutter.
Oh no, they're all dead! What have I done?
Oh, I
Look at your
did
voice.
Million
human
voices
centipede. I
called
did
out in
compel
pain.
human
and then
centipede.
Can we still hear me?
Can
Yeah,
they-
there we go.
Yeah, and they all seem to be healed now.
I just say, those of you I just healed, get out of the bed, help where you can.
Make a persuasion check.
Awesome.
I'll give you advantage on that, considering you just literally raised them from what might have been death.
Claymore steps.
8!
Claymore steps in and gives off a bit of that haunted one vibe, which does compel NPCs to help. I say, you heard the man. Get up and help.
A few people shuffle around, and you see a few of the people who are on the bed rush up to hug loved ones. One of them does sort of hear your call for aid, and having no loved ones nearby, begin to just look around to see what they can do to assist.
I fist bump with Claymore.
Well,
Oh, my eyeball!
compel duel. Yeah, so as you guys are approaching this woman does approach you, who does seem to have an air of authority. Zim, are you approaching them for information? You are muted.
Yeah, I'm just short, mate. Give me a break. I am. As this person with an air of authority comes over, I head towards them. You look like you know what you're doing around here.
Yes, what is it? Out with it, come
Take a
on,
deep
I don't
breath.
have all day.
What I'm about to say, do not dismiss it. Listen, my friend here, we fought an unsurmountable, undescribable evil yesterday. My friend is not well since then. She claims to be normal, but did not have an easy sleep last night. And my friend here, Claymore Ravenstrike, the great famous paladin, does not feel that she is all herself. We need someone with great arcane powers to spend time and confirm that she is okay.
I promise you, I've heard so many people today say that they're coming out, there's great evil, they're not feeling the best, they didn't have a good sleep. Many people lost families last night. And
Am I
you're
nearby?
coming to me with a feeling of potentially something is
What do you
off.
know? What do you know of the arcane?
I am a great proprietor of the arcane. I have studied the arts, and I can use them to bring people back from the very realm of death itself.
We're dealing with death itself. We might need to use those arcane. We're not talking about somebody who's got a tickly throat, somebody who inhaled some dust or got a stone fell on their toe yesterday. We're talking about people who are dealing with demons of death and destruction.
Show me some proof or get out of my way. I don't have time for this.
Where's Claymore? Claymore, how far are you?
El Haunted One saunters up. And goes,
Haunted one.
gives her the compelling stare and goes, mate, something's not right about her. She stared death in the face yesterday, vanquished it, and she's not the same. And she's given off some real funky evil vibes. Can someone please have a look?
Did you sort of do some sort of magic to identify this evil? What is your scientific method, man?
Scientific.
I sense the divine through divine sense.
Ah. Well, why did you just say so? It's fine. Bring her with me. Let's go to my chambers. We'll figure out what we can do. Everybody else, keep making people alive. All right?
I will come to the chambers.
Is how are you getting Ren there?
I'll go willingly. Like,
I have a rope.
Cast compelled jewel.
Beautiful.
I cast get over here.
Get over here. As you begin to work through your way there, you eventually get to a small office, which is the quietest space you've been in the last couple of seconds. And she says, "Sit down. What was your name, lady with the cloak?"
just call me Ren.
Ren. Well, can you tell me a little bit about this feeling you've been having?
I feel fine, but based on our ordeal yesterday, dealing with this creature that's got in all our heads and then suddenly vanished in a cloud of black smoke, followed that by troubled dreams last night of good turning bad, of life turning to death, which is, even though all I saw yesterday, it's not the norm for what I experienced.
Well,
Funky vibe.
interesting. Now, I'm going to cast something on you, and it may sting a bit, but know that it is with the intent of healing you. Do you trust me?
Well, I know you from a bar of soap, but
Awesome. and she begins to chant as you feel
I cast fireball.
a intense heat flow through your body as you see her concentrating, a bead of sweat forming on her brow. And she starts to say, "Well, this is not what I expected." As eventually she comes back, she drops a touch from you. She says, "It seems to me that your soul is entangled.
What?
I sense that somehow you're not alone in there.
Does
Does that make any sense to you?"
Totally vindicated.
I think it makes sense, but I destroyed that place. I was in a place of trapped souls not yesterday, and I broke that place down. How can my soul once again be in disarray?
It is not your soul that is in disarray, but rather that you have, I think, an uninvited guest is how I would describe it.
Laying dormant? Just sitting there waiting for what? How do I get it
Well,
out?
I don't know. Have you had a chance to chat to this thing inside of your soul?
No. Nothing at a
Well,
chance.
neither have I.
Well, that's what we're here to do. Get this thing out of me, woman.
Well, see, this is where it gets a little bit complicated. Because to make an incision into where the soul is kept, it would almost certainly result in all the souls held within dying.
So, in order to cure me, you want to kill me?
No. If I wanted to try and cure you, I might murder you. It's more so that right now, I don't think that getting this thing out is the best course of action for your life.
Okay, I can understand that. Let's not try and remove the soul if it means possible death. Is there another way? Is there something else I can look at extracting this foreign soul?
I know of nobody that is able to harness souls as if they were a force. You know, somebody like that would have had to have invented some mechanism to capture souls or to move souls around, and I simply don't know of magic or technology that exists that could do that.
Well, this is just great. Fine, so how do I deal with it? How do I keep this contained? Have you ever seen something like this before?
Well, not to this extent. No. I've seen people who accidentally, through some inter-realm travel, were messed up quite badly. And you know, if you ever seen a head-on-head cart collision, you know, things from one cart goes into another cart as they just smash together. Oranges mixed with watermelons. It's a mess.
Hey, you
But
got
if
peanut butter in my chocolate. Chocolate in my peanut butter.
But if you sort of have two souls or two beings clashing in the midst of interdimensional travel, similar things can happen where your souls can splice. But no, never quite like this.
Oh well. This new information has given me something to ponder. All I hope is I can control this thing before it becomes something else entirely.
If it ever gets to the point that it's too much, I will try my best to remove it.
I'll come back if that's the case. And Ren gets up and turns to go.
Best of luck. Now, get out of my way! There's lives to
Wait.
save!
If I were to show you something, would you be able to identify it?
Well, what is it?
It's a magical thing. You told me you know the arcane.
What have you got?
Well,
son?
I know I'd probably have a good shot at least figuring it out.
It's.
Come on.
I'm
is it
gonna
okay?
take out the wand. Whip out my wand.
Yeah, red card.
It's a wand. I was given a wand.
Yes, as you begin to you
keep
whip
my-
out your wand,
I keep my hand with the gem embedded, well hidden.
she says, "Are you trying to have it identified?"
Yes.
That
Many
does
things I
come.
do know I cannot identify things.
That does come at a price, as you may understand. It is a service that we provide, but not for free.
I understand. What is the price?
500 gold pieces will do nicely, I think.
It's robbery, Zim.
I thought the thieves were in the streets.
Find somebody else that will do it in the midst of a citywide crisis, and I'll show you a fool.
I look
You got the
around
money
for
or
a
not?
second. I look to Claymore for a second. Is Claymore the person in charge of our cash?
Maybe that was a long time ago.
That was a long time ago. Well, I think
Do you think we have the combined total of 500 gold pieces between us?
Give me a second.
not after we got our fancy cloaks.
Yeah.
Well, that's right. You guys went to the opera. I could have given him 300 golds worth of diamonds, but somebody gave all the diamonds.
152 gold and 25 silver. And while we're at it, it's 1,200 gold to renovate Troll Skull Manor and 250 gold for booze and licenses.
Get out of here with your maths.
That's why up until this day you have not been able to serve a single patron in that place.
But we
Yeah.
have a carrot contract.
that,
No carrot contract.
that you
That is the
do.
best thing.
What about if I were to trade you something else of extreme value?
Well, what is it? I don't have all day. There's people literally
you-
dying downstairs.
Do you know what a
Yeah, well-
beholder is?
Of course I do.
Have you ever seen one? Do you know the immense power that they contain?
I heard of Xanathar and his ability to sort of control the underworld, but I heard he was defeated by some small group of part-time adventurers.
Well, speaking of Xanathar, I would trade you one of his mythical tentacles from when we destroyed him. I would trade you a mythical tentacle that you might give me the identification of this item.
Does it do anything?
I'm not the one who identifies things.
Oh, touche, my little friend, touche.
Surely you would know, though, that something of such power, a tentacle of a beholder, one as infamous and powerful as Xanathar, would not come cheap. Nor would it be something you can buy at the local store and trinkets. This is a unique, one-of-a-kind item.
Indeed, I hear you. How much money do you have? And if you augment the trade with some cash, we'll be able to talk.
65 gold.
Bear with me. Bear with me. I believe this one is a collector's edition. It was achieved by the King of Waterdeep.
Oh,
It's like it's been signed by the King of Waterdeep.
Sorry, the who? We don't have a king. You understand? We don't have a monarchy.
we're talking
Yeah.
more underground again. I understand that you might not be as ingrained in the underground given your current job, but
Your ability to negotiate based on facts that don't interest me astounds me.
and yet here we are.
And yet
can
here
offer
we
you-
are.
I can offer you
Still
50 gold
talking.
pieces.
While I could be saving lives, and yet you're not giving me what I need.
I can give you 50 gold pieces and this
You
mythical.
said 65.
And you keep talking.
Hey, feel free to go to the identify shop. I'm not the one that's got something that the other one wants.
What do you want then? Do you want the 65 gold?
Give me 65 gold in the tentacle, and I'll identify your little magic wand.
Let's shake on it.
She says, fine. And she puts out a hand.
I slide my hand with the gem embedded up. Shake hands.
So you go with your left hand to her right hand handshake?
All right. She slipped the right hand out. That's fine. It's fine. I'll shake right hand. That's fine.
Okay, cool. I was like, that would be the funniest thing. And just like, whoops.
It's how we
And
shake
your
hands in the
soul
underground.
is fine.
And she says, "Right, where's the gold?"
Claymore.
Yeah. Oh, we were
Party?
doing party funds, were we?
Yeah.
How much?
65.
Yeah, 65 gold pieces, please.
Alright.
Plonk. She sits there, she quickly counts. Fantastic, and the limited edition tentacle.
Insert tentacle here.
Beautiful. She takes the inserted tentacle, and she says, "All right, now the wand, please." She grabs it and she says, "Well, feel free to watch. This'll take me roughly 10 minutes as I try and decipher what this does." And she sits down. She pulls out a kit of magnifying lenses as she starts to slide them all to place, observing the thing. You see her put some of the golden light that she's able to cast through the device as it starts to glow and respond to the magic that she's flowing through it. You see her twist it in her hand, inspecting all around the place. And eventually she says, "Ren,
Yeah.
I think I have found the
Oh,
dude."
your
So-
audio.
And then
audio
goes the DM's
DM.
audio.
No.
What
Every
is
time.
eating your audio?
Is it
Every
still?
monotone.
Is it bad? Is it good?
That's
Choppy.
not great.
Can you?
No.
It's like as soon as the stream fixed itself, he dropped out.
It's like, yeah, Robin and the stream are not playing nice tonight.
Let's give the stream a chance to catch up.
Just side note, if we ever do level again, we've defeated a lot of things since level 5, just saying. I think I just need to get the identify spell. Just throwing it out there.
I think that will be very good.
And then we don't give you
I
a
still
single
have that
beat, we just klepto the shit out of it.
Nope. We're still waiting on Robin.
Hey, just throwing it out there as well. This one-of-a-kind special tentacle, I did pick up 4 of them. So, if we need to bargain again with it in future, got another 3 in the bag, just saying.
And don't forget, if you want one of your own special and kind tentacle, remember to take part in our silent auction, and you too
Yeah.
could win your own special tentacle.
That's right. And if the auction's not up for you, then hit up the merch store and you'll find something on there that's awesome. As you can see by Dantagus wearing our Raging Rolls shirt. Looking fantastic.
The back
You
of it.
too can look that dapper.
Oh, that's awkward, dude. We spelled raging wrong on that one.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wow.
Prototype.
It is for everyone on the
we
on
didn't
the
do it,
stream
we
at
just
the moment.
do it.
They're going to need to donate $5 for tickets to that gun show with Dan.
What? What? I missed that.
Everyone on the stream needs to donate $5 for tickets to the gun show with Dan.
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah.
someone donated
It's
$5 for watch Dan.
not the
Dan will
fine Dan over
do
in
$20. Dan will do like an Arnold Schwarzenegger flex pose for you.
We're gonna open Dan his own OnlyFans in a second.
I knew this is where 2020 was headed for me. I knew this is where it was headed. So
Yeah. Yeah.
Hello.
Go
There
again.
he is. I heard some words.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I don't understand why it's cycling. There's like, I do nothing and it just fixes itself. It
Great.
just doesn't make sense.
Like our stream tonight with the quality of
I
it.
guess.
It's a bit up and down.
Yeah, it's just karma as I continue to make your lives miserable. So eventually, as you continue through this discussion, she says, "Ren,
Yeah.
I think I found who was able to do that to your little passenger."
What? Sim? You? Who?
No, whoever made this thing has an incredible mastery. It seems to be a sort of receiver by the look of things, as if it is designed to absorb energy, or I think specifically souls, but it does not seem to store souls. It seems to just transfer them. More than that, I can't seem to glean.
I just turn to Zim and just sort of put my hand on him and say, Zim, can you get this out of me? Somehow, if this is what she says this is, I think you're the only one who can do this.
Did you say that this thing transfers souls?
Indeed, it seems that it is designed to pull souls from one thing and put it into something else, but it does not seem to be a complete set.
Zim just stretches for a second and pulls the sleeve up and just shows everyone the embedded green gem just sitting in his hand. When you gave me the gem, Ren, it just embedded itself in my hand and it felt so natural. This is nothing short of fantastic that we have access to this power now.
It's a lot of power to wield that, by the way, looks disgusting and very unnatural.
I never said it was natural.
Are you even
she
able
says,
to wield this?
Yes.
I have no idea yet.
Well, have you noticed any sort of power emanating from it as you were wielding both?
When I've been holding both, I've not noticed any power, but on the way in, we saw a man in a stretcher succumb to death, and I felt him enter the wand.
Oh, and do you mind if I have a look at your hand?
Sure.
She holds out your left hand and she inspects the gem closely. She pulls you over pretty abruptly over to her magnifying glass set that's on the table, and she just pulls your hand underneath it. She says, "Don't move!" And she begins to bring it in closer, again pushing some energy into your hand. You feel that a burn and a holy energy go through your arm as well. As eventually it subsides, she says, "Well, it does seem to me that there is some activity here. Have you been walking around the city with these things on your person the whole day?"
Just since we returned last night and since we awoke this morning and came directly here.
I think you've come at an auspicious time, as your gem seems to be glinting with what looks like quite a few souls.
Right.
Now,
I've never ventured into the necromantic arcanes before.
well, I mean, I'm of two minds. The part of me that loves cool magic shit, very cool. Very cool.
I get
The
that.
part of me that hates enslaving souls and going against nature itself, I don't know. And
Oh, I get
sort
that
of,
also.
Yeah. I'm not sure where I stand on this thing.
Before we get into any moral grey areas and trying to come out with an answer here, it's a set. There is a stone in my hand. There is this wand-looking item.
Yeah.
You said that souls can go into the gem via the wand-looking item.
That is how I understand it. Yes.
So at what point do the souls come out of the gem and do something?
Well, that is, I think, at your discretion. It seems that you hold what I would consider the storage of the souls. Through practice, I'd imagine that you'd be able to use their energy.
I will have to understand this better. I am with you in the moral grey that using other people's souls and soaring souls is not what I've trained for my life. I am but a simple forest gnome who has studied arcane all his life. and yet the weight of other people's souls is not something I ever thought of.
Well, I'd say that it was not your decision, and as such, as long as you do not use it and do not, I guess, seek to send an entire invading force of orcs into our city to cause mass death, to be able to, do a farming run, I think that you'll sort of be okay.
It's very interesting that you would mention such an attack. A farming run by sending mass orcs into a city. Almost like charging up the power of the stone to use it for some ulterior motive, right? Like creating a giant 100,000 foot tall monster.
Her face just begins to drop as the realization dawns on her. And she sits down again, her hand falling, her face falling into her hands, her fingers on her temples. Are you telling me that the thing you have in your hand was the reason that half of Waterdeep is destroyed?
Shit. This doesn't bode well. This does not bode well.
But we need that. We need that thing to get this. To take this extra thing out of me. We need to use it. We can't destroy it.
I feel like whatever it is, we need to understand how we can utilize it to achieve our goals. From what I understand, we've got extreme demons and archdemons standing in our way at the moment.
Well, I won't say that this is going to make your life easier, but it sure will make you more powerful if you can figure it out.
Should we try extracting something from Ren?
No. Right now, I don't feel affected, and I don't think we have the know-how to do it properly without either destroying me or doing something worse.
Quick, boys, pin it down.
Claymore, breathe. Breathe before you hurt yourself. Take a deep breath before you stab yourself on the blunt end of your warhammer. We will continue on our path for the moment. I think that without the knowledge of what to do, we're not going to try and rend this additional entity from you, Ren. I think at the moment there's no adverse effects other than a bad night's sleep. We need to understand what we're dealing with before we just start cleaving your soul.
Completely agree.
Zim, I just rolled a couple of dice rolls, and Zim is not entirely he's not entirely pure looking in the way he's describing things to Ren. Ren may or may not see that he's looking very shifty. Yeah.
Ren, you can roll inside if you want to have a check at that, but
it's a very low if you look inside. Roll 20, you'll see it's extremely low rolls to beat on the inside check here.
I haven't got any reason to doubt you. I mean,
yeah, so I think it's fine. That makes sense.
Fantastic.
Cool.
So
So
look, I'm
she
just
says,
looking out for you, Ren. Just looking out for you.
my
like
lips
a
are
monkey.
sealed. My lips are sealed about this thing. I advise that you do not make it known that you have it, for there are forces that either will try and seek to destroy you to prevent what happened here, or forces that will seek to take it from you so that they too can use its power.
I need to understand the power better. What is going to be a neutral source that I can learn from? I'm a wizard, and my life is spent through study. I am not one who magically knows things. Stupid sorcerers.
Perhaps then
Dragons.
consider this your thesis. If you are indeed a wizard, then the only way to uncover further is to do research into this. Find souls, work with them, harvest them, and see if you cannot commune with them or channel them through the
that-
rest of your magics.
That sounds very logical. I should definitely get more souls so I can do some more testing.
I'm thinking more like animal souls or
Oh,
like
that's exactly what I was thinking. Definitely don't walk through the city slowly near places where people are dying. That's not what I was implying at all.
good. As long as we're on the same page, that's all that matters.
Let's take out a small pen and paper and write down animal souls. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Beautiful. So eventually she sort of ushers you all out as she says, I've got to get back to my patients. I appreciate your patronage, and if you do have time, drop by. There will always be more work to do.
Are they all feeling okay, those patients? That they're all improving, right?
I mean, I've just seen a report that 6 of them were healed. It seems that there was a healer that came through and was able to sort of get a few up and running, but
Fantastic.
there's just as many walking in as there are walking out at the
Oh,
moment.
right. Yeah. Oh, I hope they're all doing very well.
As they come downstairs, I just say to them, guys, bears disappeared.
God damn
Every time.
it.
He's like 13 feet tall. How could he disappear?
I don't know. I was healing people, so a little bit distracted.
Beautiful. And again, as you walk down, you feel the little prickle of your gem in your hand as another person draws their last breath.
I just look into my hand,
Oh,
mesmerized by it. Interesting.
As you walk out, you hear an excited voice as a town crier comes through to the area that you're in. And you hear the telltale sound of the bell. Ding, 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 ding. Message, message. As the crier begins to gather a small crowd of people as they all gather around. There has been a great discovery. We have found the rumored dragon cache of the late warlord of Waterdeep. It has been uncovered as the city was struck by fighting. There is now a pit in the northeast part of the city that leads into the crypts.
Wow.
Hold
that's a lot of
on.
information.
Zim just pushes to the front. Hold on. Have you found the cache or you found the location of the cache? Very different things.
And he sort of, his voice after shouting, he says, well, the story here says that the cache should have been there. It was the right location, was where it was always rumored to be. But as it was cracked open, it was an empty storage that seemed to have 1 or 2 dragons left, but that was it.
So the dragon cache has not been found. You came here to ring a bell and tell us the cache has not been found.
No, the cache, the place where it was stored, was uncovered. The fact of the matter is, those dragons are not there.
Right. And was there any other things there? Did anyone take the time to look around and see what was there?
I mean, overnight there was plenty of opportunity for people who knew of it to come and ransack it. I'm just the town crier. You know, don't shoot the messenger or something.
I literally may shoot the messenger. I am not in the mood for it. Bumbling fool. Where was this crypt?
Well, you'll find it in the northeast of the city, as the tale goes. Do you want me to pull out my pocket map for you?
I just turned to Red. Red, do you know the way?
Do you know the way?
Do you know the way?
Like the cache. Or the
To the
north
crypt.
end.
To the north end of town.
Yeah, it's to the north.
Ah, yes.
Show this
Oh.
man on your map.
Well, I thought he was going to show us on the map where. Okay.
Man with the map. Show this person in the red hat where we're going.
He says, well, if you sort of find your way around to the northeast, and you go into roughly this spot right here, you'll see a large gaping hole.
Oh yes, I assume that wouldn't be too hard to miss.
Yes, it is pretty big and very gaping.
Let's just
Well,
Yeah.
thank
Oh,
you for your help. I don't know. I think we have our plan. I don't think we should deviate because find the, and then we can find the, subtle, like the wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Oh, the
No.
wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Yes.
Yeah.
Classic.
Let's.
Okay,
Let's.
Thank you for your
Right.
time, Town Crier. I cast Compel Jewel. No.
Oh, you got
Play
time
more
for-
junior.
He continues to walk down the street, ringing his bell, sharing the news.
All right. Let's let's head back to the docks then. Let's continue on our path on our.
Yeah, because my thing it pings for 10 minutes, so I think it's 10 minutes. Let me double check my spell.
And you are locating the other eye, right?
Yes,
Little orb.
because the
Um,
eye leads to the cache.
So you're trying to you're going down to the docks again?
Yeah, because that's the last spot that I got a
Yeah,
red
cool,
hot read.
Well,
That's
that's
where it
cool.
was. So
This time when you head there,
keeping an eye out for bear though the whole way.
yeah, so you head your way down there, and when you get to the docks, the boats that were docked there as part of the traveling troupe have long since made their way away from the city. And as you cast, you do not sense the eye anymore.
Shit, it's not here. It's gone.
What do you mean it's not here?
It's not here. It's nowhere within 1,000 feet of where we are right now.
Well, do we head where that stupid bulge town crier was yelling about this hole in the ground?
I don't know. That seemed very leading. I think we might need to find Bear. It's good to have him nearby if shit goes sideways.
Yes, but he's tall and he smells. Well, what did he say he was doing? Where did he say he was going when he left?
It didn't. He just wandered off. I think he might have seen something shiny and just followed it. I think I saw someone with a dragon wrapped in string, and then they threw it down on the ground, and then started pulling it behind him. Just started following it.
I
So,
swear that man would walk into a mirror to say hello to himself.
On that note, let's flash over to Bear. What are you up to?
Yeah, right. So I've gone wandering off. Yes, things shiny do distract me, as does my own reflection. But I'm going down to meet the Zentarum to see if they've got any updates on the Stone of Galore or the Stone of Good Whores, and I'm going to try and use that to put them back on top. Bribe them to get back on top. Tell me where it is.
Right. So where are you going in the city to find your contacts?
I'm going to where I got picked up at the very start from Tashlin, the girl in the gold armor.
Beautiful. As you head there, excuse me, you see that there are quite a few people milling about as the whole city is just taking a breath, it seems. You see them all gathered there, and you see Tashlin again in armor, but her armor is now bloodied. And you see that it is just covered in marks of sword dints, and you can see a cudgel had definitely made a mark on her shoulder pad. She looks towards you and she says, Bear! Hello again.
G'day, sweetheart. How you going?
Well, I was a lot better before I saw your ugly mug.
Love you too, sweetheart. This is going to be fun.
What is it that I can do for you?
You might have heard of a little cheeky stone going around that a lot of people are looking for. The one at Good Halls.
You're talking about the stone of galore.
Yeah, that one. That one.
The way I heard it is that it doesn't matter anymore.
What makes you say that, eh?
I heard tell that through the fighting in the city, they found the cache. And
Oh,
it was
yeah.
empty.
It was empty, eh? So that means they didn't find the cache. Even I'm not that stupid. I know that shit. If there ain't money there, it ain't where it's got to be.
I mean, the reports say that it was the crest of the late Lord of Waterdeep that was plastered across the doorway that we found leading out of the entrance. But you know, if you believe that it's not the case, feel free to investigate. That's just our sources tell us.
Come on, Tashlin. Don't take it the garden path here, sweetheart. As the pronounced king of Waterdeep, I need your help here to find it.
How did you manage to go from somebody that's just trying to get into our org to be the bloody king of Waterdeep?
Mate, when you drop Xanathar with a triple-double, you'll become the king of Waterdeep too.
Well, I hope I never become a king. That would be an awkward conversation with my husband. But yes.
Hey mate, hole's a hole in the dark. He ain't gonna mind.
Well, I guess that's also factual. Always a pleasure talking to you, Bear.
No, I need your help. I gotta find this stone, and I reckon if you help me find it, I can put you guys back on top.
Well, I don't... Do you have any even hints of where you think it might be, or you just hope that we'll pull it out of our asses?
Yep, outstanding for me. Hope you'll do all the heavy lifting, and I'll come in and lead you to victory.
Well, listen, I'll keep my ear out, but we haven't had much luck as of yet. We heard that there was a stone that had made its way into... Is it your group that's part of the Winchesters?
That'd be us, the Winchester Shields, mate.
Didn't you manage to steal one right under the nose of Xanathar?
Yeah, and then we killed him, because we're just that bloody good. And I thought you were that good too. You used to be this great warrior, but now you look like a snivelling mess in a somewhat okay piece of armor.
I slew 50 orcs single-handedly yesterday. Fuck you!
Yeah, you still can't get off your ass to find this bloody stone.
You get off your ass and find the stone, you arrogant bastard!
You're about as useless as a fart in a hurricane.
And I take a fart in a hurricane over you.
Look, do you want to be the top dog, or do you want to be the snivelling little mess that you are in front of me at the moment?
Well, to be honest, I'd rather just leave and just take a bath. I feel like I've been stewing in the blood of orcs for the last 24 hours trying to lead an organization through the toughest time in this goddamn city's recent history, and you come here with your bullshit.
Do you want me to get you some rose petals for your little bath?
Well, fuck it. If you got some to throw in there, just sprinkle them on top.
Oh, I think I've got a little bit of harden up stuff too. Now, I helped you, now you gotta help me. I've got you and made you, put you boys in power where you gotta go, and you Sheilas too. Now I'm asking, cashing in my favours. Help me find this goddamn stone. Let's end this bullshit so you can slay what you want with your rose petals. And you can trade your husband in too.
Well, whatever. I'll look out for it, but I can't promise you anything, and that's about as much as you're gonna have to accept.
Jesus. And I thought you were better than that.
I thought you were fucking useful for anything.
The king won't forget.
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn around and just walk off with a shit ton of swagger.
Make a performance check to see how much that booty's shaking.
Oh, this is where I'm definitely gonna roll a natural one.
Oh, solid 18. It's where you want it to be. Yeah, your booty is just making the last comment for you as you walk out of there.
Just as I leave, I flex the left one, my hash cheek.
A little cheek wink.
Yep. On the left side.
Awesome. Where are you heading now that you're out of there?
I'm gonna make my way back to where the hospital was, wherever I left the crew.
Finding them not there, what is your next instinct?
So I'm gonna look around and just know we were looking for it. Start making my way down the dock, just slowly, just trying to keep my eye out for just walking around, trying to see if there's anybody there that looks like they're out of place,
Cool.
like they don't belong in my town.
Make a perception check then, or investigation.
There's a 20.
It's a 24. It's not the nat.
Oh, so close.
Advantage. As you look around, you notice that everybody seems a little bit on edge. They're all a little bit iffy. They look out at you with your rippling muscles with a little bit of distrust, obviously just coming from a fearsome fight with enemies. And they all let you pass, but not without, trying actively to stay out of your way and path.
So I noticed this. I'm going to climb up or stand up on a box that gets me a bit higher than the crowd, but not much. Be like, ladies and gentlemen, do not fear your king. I've come back to save us all. I killed old Xanadu, but I'm now back to save the day. If you want to rid yourselves of these orcs and this bullshit fighting, help me find the stone of galore, and we'll get rolling on this. If you want to be part of something special, you want to be part of Warriors on a Field. It only happens every couple of days in October, I think. You go head to head, you crash into them, you smash them, you knock them down. But the Stone of Galore will help you do it, mate. We'll just rev it up and get it spinning.
Make a performance check.
You're either highly persuasive or the crazy guy.
Oh yeah, persuasion is good too.
Oh,
Oh no, that is a natty 1. The people that are like looking at you with fear and you
You
try
sure
to
don't roll
convince
advantage
them
on that.
to help you, and you're like they just continue to go into their little hovels.
Shit,
And,
son, roll intimidation. Roll intimidation.
And as you see them all withdraw, exasperated, out of the corner of your eye, you see a familiar bunch of faces as they begin to walk towards you, and
laughing.
yes, laughing.
Based on what we've just witnessed.
Yeah.
And that is where we're gonna cut the session for tonight.
Woo. So, Red Demon, we're gonna have to kill her.
Not a demon. She's fine. She's fine. Just give her a rocker. She's fine.
No, we're gonna have to kill her. Don't worry. Like, you'll be asleep when it happens, so it's okay.
Oh, great.
Just pull Gallagher and just smack my hammer on your head. There we go.
What's
All right.
No, it's good sesh. I don't think we'll be sticking around today for an after show. It's been a big week for most of us. So keen to catch up when we do raging recaps next week, and hopefully we'll get some of that good out of character action. But until then, we thank you so much for joining us, and we hope that you are going to stick around to see what happens to our adventurers now that things seem to have gone a little bit left field.
In 2 weeks' time, because I believe next week is
Yes.
a Halloween special.
Yes. So, yes, please join in next week as we do a special edition Halloween one-shot. It should be really fun. The players don't know what I'm going to throw at them just yet.
Do we know what we need to
Is
make?
it got it? Now you say one shot. Will it be a one shot or will it be a 3-shot one shot?
Yeah.
I will attempt to make it a one-shot, but knowing you guys, it's never a certainty.
19-hour one shot.
So So,
So,
we'll be
like
playing this 4
funny.
a.m.
We'll be doing that next session, and hopefully we'll have some spooky fun.
So
And,
you're going to tease the crowd as to what we're like characters? Are we level 20?
Um,
what are we?
So I think my plan is that we do have a bit of fun with it. I want to try and maybe do something like level 10 characters. Really give you guys a chance to flex some muscles that you haven't had a chance to yet. And you'll get to see exactly how that all comes together as we tune in next week on the Raging Rolls.
Let's go ahead and let's go raid a friend of ours who raids us occasionally, Sheriff Dan.
Let's
yeah.
go hit
Yeah,
up.
Sheriff Dan's had an unfortunate raid on us. He always raids as we finish.
Let's
We're
get him
going to rate
first.
him this time.
Yeah, and I'm sure we'll get there and he'll be about to finish.
Yeah.
Big shout out again, Beyond Blue,
All the sponsors.
sponsors.
Geekdom, Miniature Hub.
Shout out to all the Ragers still with us at this late hour or early hour, depending where you're tuning in from.
Yeah, the
Guys,
Wicking
the
guys,
best, as
Uncensored. Yeah, and from all people all around the world. It's pretty cool to have people from other sides of the world. You know, we've got from the US to the Netherlands to...
Don't forget Irish Dad. He's Irish.
Yes. In the US.
Yeah, he's here.
A big shout out to Dave Solo too. Thank you for being in the channel. You know, thanks for coming all the way from Hornsby area. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Don't forget anyone
go
in
to
the
Can.
chat that wants to hang out with us further throughout the week, hit us up on our Discord. We're there. We're all there, and so is a growing community of Ragers.
Absolutely.
All right, team. Shall we go ahead and raid Sheriff Dan? Please give him all the rage and
Let's
most
raid
you
him.
have. Let's go. Take it easy, everyone.
See you guys later.
See ya.
Bye.
Adios, amigos.
Are we still streaming?
We
Hey, mate.
Literally.
Literally.